everyone, welcome back to another episode of Daily Dice. I'm Sam, and then today I've got my main man back, Richard. How's it going, mate?
Spot on, mate, spot on, looking forward to it.
Good lads. Before we start, I just want to say a massive thank you to all the support the channel's been getting. We've had some amazing feedback in all the comments, getting plenty of subscribers off the last battle reports we put out, so people are clearly enjoying it. So we're just going to keep doing what we're doing, and we just want you to know that it just makes it worthwhile what we're doing for all the support. So thank you very much. Today's going to be an epic report, I've got to say. It's the Black Templars again. We had some good feedback off them, so I'm running them at 1,500 points. And today we are going against
The Ork Goths. So I'd like to thank everyone who voted for my Ork Goths, because you've made me have to paint my army at 9 o'clock this morning and rebase it all for this battle. But I'm kind of glad actually, because it's a very old army, so I've managed to spruce it up a little bit for 10th edition. Give it some new bases, some new lenses or stuff like that. That's nice. I've got a disclaimer to make though. One, I'm not going to be talking Orky at any point during this battle.
Completely understand that.
Two, I'm not going to scream war.
Oh, thank God,
Because you've got neighbours. And reasons. But that ain't happening. So for those people who are expecting that, sorry. For those people who are glad, you're welcome.
Yeah, I think most people will appreciate that. Yeah. I'll definitely appreciate it, so thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome, mate.
But yeah, so it's going to be an epic game. I hope you enjoy it, and we'll get back to you on the list. So this is 1.5k points of Black Templars. I'm running them as the Righteous Crusade, and the vow I'm taking is uphold the honour of the Emperor. That is a 6-up shrug, and my whole army has a leadership of 5. I'll quickly go through my army. This is High Marshal Helbrecht. He is my warlord. He's going to be joining the unit of Primaris Crusader Squad. Then I have a Marshal. I've given him Addition's Edge. Basically that makes his weapon Strength 6, minus 3 AP, 2 damage. He's going to be joining a unit of Sword Brethren. The Sword Brethren, I've got 2 units, both exactly the same. So a Castellan with a mass-crafted power weapon, a Lightning Claw guy in each one, a Thunderhammer guy in each one, and then 2 power weapon guys in each one. The other leader of the other Sword Brethren squad is a Judicia. He was my warlord in the last game we played. He's really good. I'll be giving him Tannhauser's Bones, that's what he's got in his hands, and that basically gives him a half damage when an attack comes into him. He'll also give his unit a 5-up Feel No Pain, because I'm taking Uphold the Honour of the Emperor. Then I have got a unit of Standard Intercessors. I've got a Redemptor Dreadnought. He's got the Heavy Onslaught Gatling Cannon, the Normal Onslaught Gatling Cannon, the rocket pod on top, and the bolters. And I've got a Brutalis Dreadnought. He's got his melters, the heavy stubber on top, and his twin talons. And then last but not least, Impulsor. Again, everything on it is what you get. So the multi-melter, 2 bolters, and the Sky Talon Iron Hail array thing on top. So that is 1.5k points. I'll get back to you in Richard's Ork list. And this is 1.5k points of Ork Goths. Richard, what are we looking at, mate?
Okay, so first of all, because it's Orks, means it gets the war rule, which means 1 turn. I'm not going to scream war, but I will declare a war, and my army can advance and charge and get an invulnerable save, and more attacks.
Nice, nice.
There's 2 units in the army that will benefit from that massively. The Mega Nobs and the War Boss. So the War Boss and the Mega Nobs, when on that turn when the war is declared, they gain devastating wounds, and he gains an extra 4 attacks.
Right.
So watch out for when I declare the war, because that's when the Orks will be the most lethal and the hardest to kill.
Yep.
The detachment is a war tribe, which means every Ork melee weapon in the army has sustained hits. So if I roll 6 to hit, I gain an extra hit.
Nice.
So everything's combat based in the army.
Yep.
Starting off with my units, there's no battle line because these are Ork Goths. We don't mess around with boys, we're the big boys. So
Yep.
it's all Ork knobs and war bosses.
Gaz's bodyguards, eh?
Yeah, it's it's Gazgul's bully boys from the law.
Nice.
This is the personal army of war bosses and knobs. So unit wise, we've got a unit of 10 Ork knobs. They're armed with claws and big choppers, and they are led by a pain boy.
Yep.
Pain boy gives the unit a 5+ feel no pain. He can also once per game bring back D3 models
Nice.
with
Nice.
his grot orderly. I have another unit of 10 Ork knobs.
Yep.
They're led by an Ork war boss with his attack squig, his power claw, his combi rocket launcher. They get -1 to wound while they're led by a war boss.
So there's some tough boys.
So they're tough. So my other Ork knobs, they've got feel no pain, and they've got -1 to wound. So
Nice.
hopefully
Like
they
it.
can last around. Then we've got a beast boss on a squigosaur.
Yep.
He's just going to run around on his own and be annoying. He's very hard to kill. He also gets the reroll charges. He also gets a free stratagem of heroic intervention, so he can jump into combat.
Oh, nice,
He can
nice.
jump into a nearby combat for free.
Yep.
The warlord of my army.
Did you give him an enhancement, this guy? Did you say?
Oh, sorry. The enhancement is on my other war boss.
Right.
He's got the super cyborg body to make
Right.
him tougher. Trying to make both my blocks tougher.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I know that obviously Black Templars going to be trying to chop their heads
Yeah,
off. So
yeah. And what does that do? Is it give him a
feel no pain.
Feel no pain? Nice.
So he's got feel no pain. This whole unit has feel no pain.
Yep.
He has feel no pain.
Yeah, he gets.
So far we're doing okay for
yeah.
feel no pain on the army. Then we've got, as warlord, we've got Gazgul and Makari
Yep.
leading a unit of 3 mega knobs. He is Gazgul. He's rock hard. He's really hard to kill. He gives +1 to hit for his unit. And
I think it's an aura as well, isn't it?
And yeah, I think he has an aura actually. We'll double check that.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
game. But he's hard enough on his own. He has an aura. He gives +1 to hit to his unit. His mega knobs can gain devastating wounds in the war. So, don't be around him when it's.
Don't go anywhere near
when
these
the war's
guys,
called,
yeah.
don't be near him or his unit.
Right.
And Makari, with his banner, he gives another buff to the unit, which I'll check and we'll come up during the game. He also has a 2+ invulnerable save.
Yeah. Do you know what I
He's a
think?
lucky
I
grot.
think it's Makari's aura. I think it's not Gaz's. It's Makari's.
Yeah, so you leave him alone.
Yeah.
We'll put him behind Gaz. And then lastly in the army is 2 battle wagons.
Yep.
They're both going to be transporting the Ork knobs. It's pretty much what you see is what you get. This battle wagon has 4 big shooters, a killer cannon and a lobber.
Yep.
The other one has 4 big shooters, a killer cannon and a zap gun.
Yep.
Now one thing that me and Sam have spoke about before the game is because you've paid the points for it and all the war gear's free, we're going to use but both of them have got death rollers and both of them have grabbers and wrecking balls. We're just counting that as the crew.
Might as well
slapping
eat.
people in combat because
That's it.
you paid the points.
Might as well
There's
use
nowhere left for me to stick them on the models, is there? So the army's plan, it's not very complicated. I'm going to run, drive and leap across the board and try and duff up some Black Templars.
Nice, same as my plan.
Yeah.
So we've drew our primary mission rule and deployment. Purge the Foe is the primary mission. So basically, hold 1 or more, you get 4 points. If you hold more than your opponent, you get 4 points. Then if you kill a unit, you get 4 points. And if you kill more than your opponent that battle round, you get 4 points. So technically you could get 16 points a turn, to a maximum of course of 50 up throughout the game. Mission rule is supply lines. So if you control the objective in your deployment zone, roll a d6 and on a 4+, you get a CP. That's pretty nice. You do that in your command phase. Then search and destroy is the deployment zone. So it's quarters. We've actually used these 2 just because the terrain was just better for that basically. You got 5 objective markers, 1 right in the middle and then 1 in each quarter. So this is the battlefield. We are on a orc infested planet in a little orc town. This is the Black Templars deployment zone in this quarter, and over there is the orc deployment zone in that quarter. The objective markers, there's one right in the middle on this tower.
Basically, we have to have models on top of here, touching this little square gantry to actually be holding that objective marker. So there's going to be a lot of climb in this game. And then one in each quarter. So we've got one in my deployment zone here, with them intercessors just tagging it. I've got one in this quarter.
Shall we explain what we've done with the ruins?
Yeah, I'll go over them. Good idea. One in Richard's deployment zone just here, and one over near this boss head bunker here. The ruins, basically we've made like a footprint, as you can see, with each one. So there's a square there, little footprint there. Same with that one over there, and that one over there, and then obviously you can tell what this one is. Each one of them are ruins, so obviously if you're behind it, you get your obscuring. If you're in it, you get your +1 to your save. And yeah, basically nice and easy, all ruins. Same rules apply for each of them. Deployment, I'll quickly go over Black Templars. So I've deployed quite aggressive. With
Fully that for Black Templars.
Yeah, that's it, mate. That's it. So with the Judas here having fights first, it's going to probably be pretty good against Orks, because Orks want to be in combat. We both have fight on death stuff, so I think it's going to be an absolute bloodbath, to be fair. Helbrecht is here with these sword brethren, Crusader squad, eyeing up that mech workshop and that objective in there. The Brutalis is just getting a little bit of cover. I don't want the same mistake as I did last time, where he just dies turn 1. And then I've got a few vehicles, the Dreadnought and the Impulsor just hid behind this ruin, ready to pop out and do a little bit of damage. I've conga lined these intercessors here, and just to tag this, grab my, and hold that for the rest of the game. It's the sticky objective, so I can hold that, and I can run off and try and grab that middle one. Richard, what have you deployed over here?
Well, my army looks really, really small.
It does look small.
I've backed up this battle wagon here. Beep, beep, beep. So it's going to have the objective in my own deployment zone, at least for the first 10, just see if I can scrounge that
CP,
that CP out of it.
Cool.
And then apart from that, mate, it's just very, very simple. Gazgul and the Beast Boss, and everyone's just going to charge forward, and we're going to forget about objectives, and we're going to
just go absolutely mental.
duff up some Black Templars.
Lovely jubbly.
And the gall of coming onto my planet.
And then in the transports, obviously,
the full of knobs.
Yeah, both full of knobs. And mine has my sword brethren in, the one with the marshal. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Shall we roll to see who is going first, Rich?
Let's do it live.
Might as well do it live.
Go live. I don't want to go first.
I don't want to go first.
I don't want to go first.
Roll it.
No!
Oh, nice. Come on. Lovely jubbly. So first turn to the Orks. So Orks, turn 1. Richard has drew Bring It Down and Behind Enemy Lines. So in his movements, he hasn't declared the war. He did have a think about it, but he decided against it just a little bit too early. So he's pushed Gaza in the Meganobs against this building. Same with the War Boss on Squig. And then the trucks, he's left this one holding this objective. He didn't get the CP, he rolled a 2 in his command phase for the mission rule. And you can just draw a line of sight with that battle wagon onto the sword brethren over there. So he's probably going to get a little bit of shooting in there. Also, this battle wagon has shuffled towards this objective. He just couldn't reach it and decided to use his firepower instead of his advance to try and whittle down some Templars. So we'll be back in the shooting phase. So first bit of shooting, the truck is shooting. It's
Cracking a broadside.
Zap gun into the Brutalis and everything else. So it's cannon and it's 4 big shooters into the intercessors.
Wind up the zap gun. Missed. Of course.
Then the big shooters.
So a broadside of big shooters at the intercessors.
Let's go.
I would have fired the kill cannon first because it gets his blast, but you know.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits. Go on, Orks.
Wounding on
Strength 5,
threes.
suppose. The 3s, I mean.
Looking good.
6. 6 armor saves.
Straight to them. So 6, 3 ups. Kills 1.
Whoa, 2.
Kills 1.5. Oh, 2, yeah.
Don't forget your vow, mate. Don't forget your vow.
Yeah, so the vow, 6 ups.
Yeah,
So kill 1. Killer cannon, D6 plus 4 shots.
So that'll be 7 shots.
Nice. Tell you what, the Orcs doing some alright shooting here.
What is the strength, Mr. Wolf? That 9.
9 for 2s, yep.
There you go, mate. That's 3 5-up saves.
3 5 ups.
Yeah,
Two go through.
damage 2 each.
Damage 2, so the first one dead, second one, so 3 dead.
Oh, I'm glad
Nice.
you taught me into shooting there. 3 intercessors.
Next battle wagon.
Yeah, this battle wagon is going to fight everything it has at the sword brethren.
Yep.
It'll start.
You can just see his little pistol there.
Yeah, and blow his head off. So the killer cannon. So it's going to be D6 plus 4 shots.
Nice. I might as well use armor contempt here.
Oh, you are using armor.
I might as well.
Orks. So it's going to be 7 shots again.
Yep.
Still nicking your head. Hitting on 5s. 3 hits.
Nice.
Wounded on a 2 plus.
Yep.
Hit the Dutch shell. The wagon's got a lobber mounted on the roof. So it's going to be D6 plus 1 shots against the sword brethren. Nice. It's another Dutch shell. Which hit nothing. Right, okay, so 12 shots from the shooters. My big shooters, because they're not within rapid fire range, they're only getting 3 shots each instead of 5.
Yep.
I just killed 1 sword brethren, that'd be great. 3 plus to wound them.
Yes.
I won't even be able to kill 1. So 2 wounds.
2 wounds, 3 up.
Ooh, but you're glad you use that armor contempt.
Oh, I am. CP well spent, huh? So, Black Templars, turn 1. I drew Assassination and Investigate Signals. Assassination is killer character. Investigate Signals is 9 inches, wholly within the table corners. So, movement, I put off a moment on that truck over there. I'd have liked it on that one in his deployment zone, but I just can't get enough targets on it. So I've shuffled this forward just so he's still getting cover and he can unleash some shooting into that. I've moved the impulsor around here just so you can just get in range of his multi-melter with that, and also you can put his contents inside into this quarter, so they're going to get 2 points for that. I've shuffled forward with these 2 intercessors just to do a bit of move blocking, see what happens in Richard's turn, but they're sort of in the way, a bit of a pest, and they can get some shots off if I kill the battle wagon. I might be able to kill its contents. Then over here, the sword brethren just shuffle forwards with them having fight first. I've sort of thought if I have them as a bit of a move block in decisions for Richard to make in his turn. I could have sort of went for this objective, but I have to just be out of the fight if they were right at the back here. I could sort of countercharge Richard if he goes for it with Gaz, so I'll put them there for now, see what happens. It might be a bad decision, might not be. Helbrecht and his bodyguards have advanced forward. They've got a 4, so they're getting closer and closer to that workshop. Hopefully next turn, might be able to grab that. That's if Owa doesn't get in the way. So into the shooting. Right, first bit of shooting. The Brutalis levels its melters at the battle wagon. So melters first. 2 shots, hitting on 3s. Both miss, but armour of contempt.
You mean off of moment?
Off of moment. Both hit. Wounding on 5 and 6s. Both fill to wound. Both a moment. Oh!
Thank God for that.
I'll go straight to the Iron Hill heavy stubbers. I'll reroll that one. And then wounding on 6s now. He's a tough boy. And then these ones. So 2 saves of 3 up.
Yep. Get one gets through.
Next bit of shooting, the impulsor into that battle wagon. We need to get rid of it, otherwise I'm going to be having problems in my turn. So melter first, come on. So 1 hit, reroll, 2 hit. We need 5s and 6s.
Come on.
Come on, no for a moment. No!
To dodge.
Right, I've had a couple of minutes out just to relax. Now the bolters. See, the bolters will do well. 6s. Well, maybe not.
Spoke too soon there. Ding, 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 ding.
Blink, 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 blink. The Sky Talon Array. Reroll. And that is sustained hits, yep, so it's back on. And then wounding on 6s. Yep, and then... So you got 2 more saves, 3 ups.
Yeah, it's fine.
Blink, blink. Right, the Redemptor Dreadnought. I really need to do some damage here. So the Gatling cannons, I'll just roll all these together because it's the same outcome either way. So 3s and then 6s it'll be. So I'll re-roll these misses. And then we need to get them 6s.
Need all the 6s, we need 15 6s.
15 6s, easy peasy. So far we've got 2. Re-rolling. This is a bad day for the Templars, isn't it?
Need bigger hands, mate.
I do, mate. So we've got...
Yeah, so that's the battle wagon down to 10 wounds.
5 wounds off it. Then we have got a rocket pod, so D3 shots. 3. Hitting on 3s. Re-rolling. And wounding on strength 9, so it'll be 5 and 6s.
Nice.
Re-rolling. So 2 more saves. Should be the normal save because he's on a...
Yeah, damage 2.
Damage 2.
Right.
I think it's 2, isn't it? Yeah. And then finish off with 2 measly little bolters. I have shot as well with the intercessors, but they didn't do anything. Nice. Got 3 saves. 3 ups.
Fine.
Nice. Last bit of shooting is the Sword Brethren into this truck over here. It's the only thing they can see. So they're just going to get a few little pot shots off at it. It'll be 4 shots because the claw guy doesn't have a gun. So 2 hits. No wounds. And then the Judas here. It's wounds.
Bam. It's through. 2 damage.
Nice. So that is my turn. Investigate signals for 2 points. Assassinate I'm going to get rid of. Try and get that CP. Not a great turn to be fair. I didn't get the CP on this, but I got one for the discarding the secondary. But not killing that truck is massive really, because Richard can get more movement, and if he calls the Y as well, he can basically tag anything he wants with them knobs in there. I did think about charging these. It was an 8-inch charge into the War Boss on Squig here, but the problem is with him not touching that. With me not being able to get in base to base, I physically would only be able to get 2 in. All the rest wouldn't be able to tag him, unless maybe I rolled a 12 or something and was able to get through the gap. So I mean, for the crack, I'll roll the 2 dice, but 5, 6, 7, 8. So they just tag him, it'd be pointless. So they'll just leave that. See how it goes. In Richard's turn, if he can hit hard enough, it might be the Templars out the game nice and early. Richard's turn 2. Right, Richard's turn 2. He's kept bring it down and drew capture enemy outpost. He didn't get the CP at the end of his turn. And what did you call Richard?
I'm not doing it. I've done a while. There you go. That's it. That's how I'm saying it.
What did you call Richard?
A while. I'm not doing it.
What did you call Richard? Right, so what's happened?
I'm not doing it. I refuse to do it.
So what's happened?
What's happened is I've lost 60% of the water in my body from sweating.
Yeah?
Yeah, in the sweat phase.
Even the hat came off and I couldn't believe it.
Oh yeah, I'm bald actually. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and achieve both my secondaries.
Yeah.
With the same unit. So bring it down as killer vehicle. or something with lots of wounds. In the case of Black Templars, it's vehicles. So I'm going to try and bring it down on this impulsor tank.
Yep.
By charging my Ork knobs into it. And when they charge that, they'll be able to climb over this ruin and capture that objective, which is capturing the outpost, so they'll achieve both my secondaries for me.
Yep.
The way I've had to achieve that is I've called a war, which has given the Orks the extra boost in movement. So they've jumped out of this battle wagon, legged it across, and they're going to charge into that. The battle wagon that we jumped out of has retreated so it can capture this objective in the corner, and this is going to start plinking some shots across the battlefield. Galskull, because he's a chunky boy, can't quite climb up this building, hasn't rolled enough. But little Makari and his some Magnobs, he's give them an Oogie up, and they've got on the roof. They've captured the centre objective.
Yep, cool.
Beast Boss, he's climbed up as well, looking cool. He might counter charge, he might charge in, see what Texas fancy. My War Boss and his knobs, they've dived out of their battle wagon and they're charging towards the Sword Brethren.
Nice.
And then the battle wagon has hit the nitrous button, flew past him because he's going to try and run over some Black Templars and Hellbreath with its death roller.
Maybe grab that
it might try and actually do a bit of a slick Tokyo drift handbrake turn and capture that objective with its ass.
Nice.
That big Ork booty. So it captures the objective, but also stops Templars from getting there because it's quite tough. They might struggle to chew through the battle wagon. So
yeah,
that's the plan. Let's see what happens once we get punched
yeah,
in the
it's definitely
face.
going to be a bloodbath this turn. And you used a strat on these.
I used a stratagem on the Orks called Here We Go. So it gave them +2 inches to their advance move, and it'll give them +2 inches to their charge move. So it should really help them, like leap over that terrain to get into combat.
Yeah, cool. So we'll be back in the shooting phase. First bit of shooting, the Beast Boss shooting his thump gun into this Crusader squad. He gets +2 shots because it's blast. So
3 shots.
Lovely.
2 hits. Go on.
He's
Didn't expect to get this far.
mint at shooting.
Freeze to wound. Strength 6. Hey, it's another double.
Next bit of Ork shooting. The battle wagon is shooting its zap gun into the Brutalis and all the rest of its weapons.
One shot. Missed.
Lovely.
All
the rest of its weapons into the Impulsor.
Yeah, so we've got
try and soften it up.
The killer cannon. So it's 5 shots because +3.
Nice.
2 hits. It's strength 5, so it'll need 5s and 6s to damage the tank.
Yep.
1 wound. It's -2.
That's 2, so 5 up.
2 damage.
So 2, 6 up.
Put your bow.
So takes 1.
And then it'll be 12 shots.
Now the shooters going into
shooters.
the Impulsor.
Fancy Ork shooting there.
6s.
Strength 5, so no, you're strength 5, so it'll be 5s and 6s.
Oh, it's 9, yeah.
Not gonna make any difference.
Nice.
Bing, 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 bing.
So that is all the charging done. These knobs definitely got in with a 7-inch and then piling, so they've got that objective, and you've got 7 that'll be attacking the Impulsor. Then these knobs got in on a big 10, so they're surrounding these Sword Brethren. These are just stood fighting for their lives, protecting the lines behind them. And then the battle wagon, I keep forgetting the name of the battle wagon, I keep call it truck, but the battle wagon is flew into these Hellbrecher's bodyguards and took that objective. He's also going to be doing tank shock, so should we do that on camera now?
Get on this one. So when you do a tank shock, you pick one of your vehicle's melee weapons.
Yep.
Yeah. And that's what you use to do a tank shock with.
It's true.
Yeah. So what you do is you pick the highest strength one, because if your strength is higher than what you're charging into its toughness, you get an extra 2 dice.
Yep.
So what would you think our battle wagon would be doing its tank shock with?
Well, you think it'd be the massive death roller on the front?
You think it would be
what
the
is
death
it?
roller on the front, yeah? Do you know what it's actually using? It's wrecking ball, because it's high strength. Any 5 or a 6 is a mortal wound, up to a maximum of 6 mortal wounds, yeah?
Yep.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 mortal... wait, no, can I not count? Is that 3?
3 there, yeah.
It's only 3, that was terrible.
3, 6 ups. Yep, 3 go through, so that is...
So run over a couple of neophytes.
That's a dead neophyte in 1-on-1 wound. Right, start the combat. Fight first, starting with me. So the Judicious unit, because he has fight first, will be striking first. Because them knobs are led by a war boss, the -1 to wound, so they're going to be tough to get through with that 5-up invuln, but let's see what we can do.
What fight stance have you gone for?
We've gone for the extra damage, because I want to make these power weapons damage 2, so let's see what we can do. Power weapons, and on freeze. Get rid of them. It's a shame I can't use any strats on them.
Yeah, so moving on 5s, right?
Moving on 5s. So that's just 1 save on your 5-up invuln.
Yep, 5-up war save.
Yep.
Nope, so you slay an orc.
Slay an orc. Then the Thunderhammer. That's 3 hits. That's a real shame I didn't have strats on them there. 4s to wound now with a -1, so you've got 2 more saves.
Yep. Once you kill 2 more orcs.
2 more slain. The Master Crafted Power Weapon, hitting on 2s. Wounding on 5 and 6s. Nothing. And to finish off with the Lightning Claws. Nightmare. Wounding on 5 and 6s, re-rolling because the Lightning Claws. Now I'll come back for the Judicia. Judicia, 5 attacks, hitting on 2s. So 4 hits, and then strength 7, so wounding on 4, so that -1. It's coming in really clutch, that Rich. So just 1 save, 5-up.
It didn't make any saves. But I've played the stratagem Orks is never beaten, so these 4 orcs that have just died are still going to attack as they're being killed.
Lovely jubbly. So as you can see, there's just a massive crater where there's a bunch of dead sword brethren in Judicia. All the attacks back, even with armor contempt and the 5-up shrug and the half damage on the Judicia, they just couldn't take the amount of attacks that the knobs put towards them. You used the strat on Bridal Carnage.
Yep. And combined with this cheeky little chap over here, meant that I had sustained hits on a 5+, and I had lethal hits on a 5+.
So they just absolutely tore through me.
Yeah, so I had buffs wise, I had +1 attack, +1 strength, lethal hits.
And your whole force got to fight.
Yeah, so I just absolutely combined everything into that unit to create an absolute Death Star to kill your Death Star. So
it's not very nice, is it?
it's not for you.
So we might as well go straight to the next combat. I'm guessing you want to go here?
Yeah, Battle Wagon's going to run over some, neophytes probably.
Go for it, man. So these are the attacks from the Death Roller.
Yeah, 5 hits from the Death Roller. It is strength 10, so 2s. Yeah.
Nice.
I'll check the AP for you, mate. The AP is -1.
-1, so I'll take this on the... What's the damage on it? 2.
2.
Take it on the neophytes. So there's 1 on 1 wound, so 5-up. So that's 1 neophyte dead, and there's 2 neophytes left. So
He's not dead, you've got the vow.
I have got the vow, you're right. I need 2 6s. No. And then 5 went through there, didn't it?
Yeah, so 4 more.
So I'll use 2 more for neophytes. That's another 2, technically. No, and... No, so 2 more neophytes dead. And the last 2 just go on the initiates. These will be 4-ups. Oh, yeah, just not liking this today. No, so that's an initiate dead. Grab a claw, 2 attacks.
So the crew attacking, grab a claw that missed, and then 1 hit you with a wrecking ball. Yeah, hit you. 1 missed.
Right. Lovely jubbly. And then we will be going to these, I'm guessing, so
yes,
won't bother rolling for this. I'll get back at the end of this combat. So end of the combat and end of Richard's turn. He killed the Impulsor. If people were wondering why I didn't heroically intervene with the Dreadnought, he just physically couldn't fit his base through with the Impulsor being here and the Intercessors being there. Then Helbrecht did his thing at the beginning of combat where you get to do mortal wounds. Basically on a 2 or a 6 you do mortal wounds, and you rolled a 1, of course. All attacks back. I managed to get him down to
8 wounds. Helbrecht caused 6 wounds.
Yeah, so got a little bit of damage, but Templars are on the back foot, and I think it might be a push to get back in the game now. Richard got both of his secondaries, bring it down, and capture enemy outpost. That gives him 9 VP. He gets 4 for bring it down, and 5 capture any outpost. So, start of my turn 2. Attempting target, Airy Denial. both really hard ones, to be fair, especially Ares and Isle. Tempted target could get later turns. Richard's picked that target as the tempting one. So basically, my movement, I've had to make Oath a moment target that truck, that battle wagon, because I need him off that objective, and I need to kill stuff because Richard's killed 3 so far. So these have moved forwards. I've used a free strat that I can use because of the marshal, and these have got lethal hits because basically he's just got another vow now. So I've given that vow just for the for this battle round. Then hopefully I can grab that objective back. Then he's gone over here to try and deal with these, and this unit fell back and grabbed that objective. Then the 2 intercessors advanced and they've jumped up here to grab that one. So as it stands, if I kill that truck, I can deny Richard all his primary because he's just denied me all of mine. And if that is the case, I could stay in the game on a level playing field. I'm working towards that objective for tempting target in Ares and Isle. I'll probably get rid of, to be fair, after this turn's over. So see what we can do in the shooting phase. Right then, so we've done a bit of pitter-patter shooting. The intercessors shot, plinged a wound off them. They shot all the pistols, the sword brethren into these and didn't take any wounds off. Now for the big shooting. So the melter, I'm going to put them into the mega knobs through there. I'm going to put the Sky Talon array into these knobs here and try and do some damage. So melter, freeze on it, wounds.
It gets through.
It'll be d6 plus 2, so it's 5 damage. So that's 1 knob dead. Then the Sky Talon array will be 8 shots, sitting into the knobs. 2 miss, 1 sustained hit. And then wounds on 5s and 6s.
What strength is it?
Strength 4.
Wounds on 6s, then -1 to wound.
-1 to wound, right. So nothing there. Last bit of shooting, the Redemptor. I really want to take this truck out, this battle wagon. So, all the Gatling cannons. I need bigger hands, don't I? Jeez, mate. So what I'll do is I'll just roll these in 2 bits. Hitting on 3s. Hitting on 3s. And re-rolling all these for Oath of Moment. Nice.
Full house.
Full house, baby. It would be nice if I did.
8 6s you need, mate. 8 6s.
So, roll half.
4 of them.
Roll some more. I've got 1 more there. So, so far I've got 6.
Yep.
So I just need 2 more with the re-rolls.
Oh, you've got re-rolls, haven't you?
Yeah, man.
Stupid awful moment.
Yeah, man.
Oh.
He's on 1 wound. That makes me kind of want to cry. And then the rocket pods, 1 shot. Oh, this is not great. Then re-roll. 1 save.
Yep. For past it.
Saves. And then the bolters. He won't be within 12, is he?
Does it only have 1 or 2?
He has 2 bolters. There'll be 2 shots each, won't it?
Yeah.
Hits. 6s. 1 so far. Just 1.
Yep.
3 up.
Yep. It's still alive.
So, done my charges. You know when it's just one of them games where nothing goes your way? He did his mortal wounds when he charged in, got a 1, same as what Helbrecht got. So, I physically can't kill them models in the unit. So let's just see what we can do with his 6 attacks. Hitting on 3. 4 missed.
Uh-oh.
Wounded on 2s with a reroll. 2 saves, -3.
On my off knobs.
It is.
It's 2 dead.
So just for your 5 wins when you're still in the war, aren't you?
Oh, still in the war, yeah. Well, you know what's happening here, don't you?
Yeah, probably 2 5s. So combats are over. He didn't do anything to them, hardly. They got him all the way down to 2 wounds. He's managed to just survive it. The Sword Brethren killed all of the knobs and the pain boy onto the last wound. You got the exact amount they needed. And that's all the combat. So this is ongoing. End of my turn, I'm going to get rid of Area now for a CP. And I'm going to keep attempting target just for now. I'm just working my way towards that objective over there. Because I didn't kill this battle wagon, Richard got 8 VP for the primary for killing more. I got 4 for killing a unit, which is Richard's running away a little bit on points, but we'll see what Richard draws for his turn 3. Right, beginning of Richard's turn 3, overwhelming force, that's kill a unit off an objective, and cleanse, that's basically you do an action on an objective and you get points for it. So Richard, what have you done movement wise, mate?
So, Battle Wagon is afraid of Overwatch,
So he's just
stay where it is. Gazgul is too fat, so he's just. I'm hoping for a good charge roll so I can get him up on top of the building.
Yep.
But for the time being, he's going to shoot across at that dreadnought as well. Mega Knobs are going to try and charge these 2 intercessors because my secondary is to kill people who are on objectives. So that's them 2 fellas there. My Squigosaur has bounced off the roof.
Yep.
It's going to take on the Brutalis. My Battle Wagon has spun around to shoot at and then charge into those Black Templars, which have nicked the objective off him.
Yeah, cool.
So that's pretty much it, really. So it's shooting phase now.
Right, Richard's done his shooting, just classic orc shooting. He's he plinked a wound off the Redemptor with, was it Gazgul or the wagon?
The wagon.
The battle wagon. Gazgul shot it, they just plinked off it. These got shot by them 2 Mega Knobs, they just plinked off them. He got shot by them knobs, blinked off him. They got shot by everything from the battle wagon and the boss and blinked off them.
So I managed to do 1 wound in the entire shooting phase.
But this is where you really excel, in the charge phase. Right, charges have been made. The beast boss has made his way into the Brutalis. The Mega Knobs and Gaza have crushed them intercessors on the side of the building. I don't think they were destined to live. The battle wagon is smashing Helbrecht and his Crusader squad. So you're doing tank shock.
Tank shock again.
Yep.
Not with its death roller, with its wrecking ball.
Go for it.
So it's 12 dice, 5s and 6s of mortal wounds.
Yep.
Oh, I've done it again. Well, 3 mortal wounds, mate.
It's not too bad. Not bad at all. 6s. Yep. So 2 dead, 1's on 1. Right, so a few combats. The Brutalis wasn't destined for this world. The beast boss killed him. The 2 intercessors died horrifically. And now onto this combat. Might as well get it on camera. I did Helbrecht's mortal wound thing at the beginning and did 1 mortal wound. So at least that's something. And I've used Armor Contempt on these again to try and keep them alive.
6 attacks from the death roller.
Yep. On freeze.
So it's only 3 hits because of exploding hits.
Yep.
It's 2 wounds, mate, at minus nothing, so 3 will save.
2, 3 up.
Yeah.
Alright.
The grabber claw does 1 wound, minus 1, that'll be.
1 of 4.
Yeah,
Yep.
and then 1 wrecker ball attack. Missed. Wait, that was
Cool.
good.
So attacks. Right, Helbrecht and his bodyguard hitting the battle wagon back. So Helbrecht first, hitting on 2s. Misses with 1. And then wounding on 5s. Come on, I need this. Just 1. Minus 3, so minus 2 because of your ramshackle, yep.
Oh, stop this time, sorry mate.
No. The power fist. 2 hits. Hit on 3s, power fist, aren't they? Hit on 4s. Yeah. So 1 hit. Wounding on 5 and 6s. No. And then the chain swords. Chain swords. That miss. That misses. That misses. And then 6s. 1 save, because you're ramshackle, you're free up.
Oh, nightmare.
I've took 1 wound off. Lovely. Right, end of Richard's turn. It was another good one. Overwhelming Force for 3 points. Cleanse he's getting rid of for a CP. So he's pulling ahead on points. See what I can do in my turn 3. Right, so beginning of my turn 3. Obviously I've kept a tempting target in Drew, bring it down. Basically, I've shuffled these Sword Brethren forwards. This is the Hail Mary play now. I just need to punch back hard enough so I can run away with points in turn 4 and 5. So it's a 9-inch charge to Gaz's unit there, just to get me at the bottom of this building. The Redemptor, shuffle forwards. It's basically, he could have either advanced and grabbed that, but then I still wouldn't have had the OC anyway, because the battle wagon's OC 5, so I basically have to move here and I have to take that last wound off the battle wagon so I can bring it down. I've made this battle wagon the awful moment target, and this unit have just stayed in combat, so they have to weather his attacks and then attack him back and hopefully kill him. So ideally he needs to be dead. They need to make that charge and kill as many of them as they can, and he needs to shoot that, and that should be dead. So by the end of this, I mean, to be fair, Richard's still going to have this, still going to have this unit, and probably still have Gaza, so we'll see what happens, but Black Templars last pull. So first bit of shooting, the Redemptor put his Gatling cannons into the battle wagon and his rocket pod and the bolters into them. The chipped 1 wound off the knobs and killed the battle wagon, and Richard is going to use Kareen.
So I rolled a 6 for the deadly demise of my battle wagon, which means it's exploded. So Orks, when a vehicle explodes, they can play 1 CP for a stratagem called Kareen, where basically the Orks then basically drive at you with the vehicle on fire and explode in your face. So basically this, rolled a 6, so now he's going to reverse, then and then explode.
And you're just going to explode in
so
my
I'm going
face,
to explode there, and then I cause D6 mortal wounds to that Dreadnought for his trouble.
Big one.
4 mortal wounds off the Dreadnought.
So I get 4 little pains. Oh, he takes 3. Right, so last bit of shooting, just did off camera. These shot in the pistols at the battle wagon and took 1 wound off it, surprisingly. All these shot their pistols into these and didn't do anything. So big charge, Sword Brethren. I need to get this 8-inch charge into them, and even if I do, the chances of killing them are pretty slim, but the Black Templars want some blood. 8-inch. I'm going to have to use my last CP. I need to get this. Oh, I can see the 1. I give up. So end of my turn, attempting target, bring it down. I've managed to get in combat because I managed to kill the battle wagon here, but Richard went down swinging and took most of my unit. I think I had 3 intercessors, I think he killed there. Maybe 4 to be fair, so Helbrecht and 1 intercessor left. Then obviously these failed the charge. Attempting target, I think I'm going to sack it off for a CP because I could go and get it my next turn if he survives, but I need the CP more to try and survive next turn, so get rid of attempted target, get 8 points for bring it down. That helps me catch up a little bit, but we'll see how Richard's turn 4 goes. Start of Richard's turn 4, attempting target, secure no man's land. So attempting target, I've picked this one that he picked for me, so there's something going on near this boss head bunker, but no one knows
What is that bush?
I know, what is that bush?
Let's find out. It's very tempting.
And then, I tell you what, put a little hatch in here, something in there that's what's going on. And then, secure no man's land, so hold 2 objectives in no man's land, was it?
Yes. So my plan is to take that objective off Helbrecht and that 1 Crusader in that mech workshop.
Yep, so these knobs have all gone over here to take care of them, yeah?
Yeah, so the biggest dilemma of the turn was what to do with Mr. Squig. What I've decided to do is he's just, because he can do heroic intervention, both of them can, both heroically intervene.
Yeah.
They've gone so close to each other that if these Sword Brethren start one of them, the other one will heroically intervene.
Yeah.
And intervene in the combat, then the Sword Brethren will have to deal with Gazgul and the Beast Boss on Squig. So That's the plan.
So Richard's shooting phase, we just did it off camera. Nothing happened.
Not a bloody thing.
Not a sausage. Into the charge. So Richard made the charge. So we're going to do the combat. So
I've played the stratagem Unbridled Carnage, so I've got Explodey 5s.
Yep.
And the War Boss gives them +1 to hit. These are the power claws, 15 power claw attacks, hitting on a 3+ for exploding 5s.
For man, I've used the strat to fight on death because I think there's some death coming my way. So we'll see what happens.
So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 back in. It's almost a full house.
Yep.
These will be strength 9.
Yep.
2s.
Lovely.
That's 14.
Right, so I rolled off camera, and obviously Helbrecht and the Intercessor have felled. So I need 3s to fight back.
But they're going down swinging.
They're going down swinging.
I'm not going to sing Fall Out Boy.
So end of Richard's turn. Tempting target, he's getting rid of for a CP.
Mm-hmm.
Few No Man's Lands.
Done it.
You've got done that. Helbrecht managed to kill. They've killed 3 knobs back, so he's there with a unit of 3 knobs and a war boss. So on to Templars, turn 4.
So I need that.
On to my turn 4. Secure No Man's Land and no prisoners. Secure No Man's Land is take 2 objectives in No Man's Land, and no prisoners is just kill units for 2 VP per unit. Secure No Man's Land is pretty much impossible for me because Gaz's unit's up here protecting this one. This one's way too far away, and that's probably the only one I could have got near the boss head bunker. So I've pulled the Redemptor back to grab this objective. I've moved the Sword Brethren out to fight the Beast Boss, and I put All for Moment on Gaz's unit. So ideally, if I can kill the Beast Boss, unlikely but possible, and kill a few of the Mega Knobs with Gaz, I might be able to maybe stay in the game, pull back on points, maybe for a draw or something. But like I say, it's kind of a Hail Mary play. The Marshal has done the thing where they all get the vow, where they all get lethal hits.
Yeah, okay.
So it might just be a bit more towards killing that Beast Boss. Them 6s getting the automatic wounds. So see what we can do in the shooting phase. Right, shooting phase. I put everything into Gaz's unit. Richard used
Hard as nails.
-1 to wound, so it was really tough getting through. I managed to kill 1 Mega Knob and get one onto 1 wound. I charged with the Sword Brethren. It was only about a 3-inch charge, so they've charged into him. Richard's not going to heroically intervene. I'm not going to bother charging with a Redemptor into Gaz's unit, just because I don't think I'd be able to kill the Knob and get through Makari's 2-up Invun. And even if I did, the chances of killing Gaz is really slim, and then Gaz could kill the Redemptor in return, and that just leaves me with 1 unit on the table for Richard's turn. So it's kind of pointless. So see what these can do in combat. See how it goes. So combat, I'm going to hit his Beast Boss and try and kill it. So they're in the vow as well, where they can get the 6s automatically wound. So this is the power weapons. I went for the damage, of course. So they miss, they wound, and the
-1 to wound.
Yep, -1 to wound. Richard's
Toughness
done
9.
the so it'll be 6s, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Toughness 9, yeah.
Yeah.
And don't get to re-roll. So Richard, you've got 2 saves, mate.
Okay. What's the AP?
AP's -3.
Okay, so 2 5-up Invuns.
Yep.
Nope,
2
damage.
damage pops, so 4 shrugs.
4 shrug rolls.
Yep.
Takes 2 wounds.
2 go through, and then we'll go to the Castellan. So hitting on 2s, automatically wounds, and wounding on 6s. 3 1s. So you got 1 more save, 5 up.
5 up.
This is damage 3, so
Okay.
3 fork shrugs. So,
Yep, 1 more wound.
Yep, so you
Took 3 so far,
wounds.
got 6 left.
The lightning claw. So that goes through, and then 6s. Re-rolling for being lightning claws. No, so you got 1 more save again. 2
What
damage.
was the AP of that?
AP on a lightning claw is.
Is it 1 by any chance?
Let me get back to you on that one. Yeah, I've just realised the -2, the power weapons, but obviously it's still a 5 up
It makes no
invuln.
difference, we're still using the invuln save.
Yep, and so the
that
lightning
means-
claws.
So that means I failed that invuln save against lightning
Yep.
claws, so I've got another damage 2 to feel
2 more,
pain
yeah.
against. Yeah, so he's now taken
4 wounds.
so I've taken 4 wounds in total, yeah.
Thunderhammer. 1 hits. Oh,
Didn't work.
knocked in wounds. And I'll come back to the Marshal. Right, so Marshal, 6 attacks, hitting on 2s. Them 2 automatically wounds. These 2 fail. 96s. Doesn't. Oh! I winked at us. So 2 more saves.
Do you want to use a CP reroll? You've got 3.
I mean,
You've got nothing else to do.
to get a 6.
To get a 6, what are we going to do with your CP like? It's the end of the game. Might strike it down. That's a heroic Black Templar thing to do.
Right, you've taught me into it then.
You're welcome, mate. You're welcome.
3 saves, 5 up in funds.
Yeah.
So 6 damage.
So 6 damage.
How many wounds he got left?
5. So I need to make 2 of these.
Yeah.
2 forks.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
he took 2 wounds, so he's got 3 wounds left.
Nice. Then your attack's back. So attacking back. Let's see what he can do. Squig first, yeah.
Hungry hippo.
Let's go.
He hits on a 3+. So he's hit twice.
Yep.
He's strength 7, so he's going to wound on a 3+, but he's got devastating wounds. So
Yep.
for all the 6 mortal wounds. Nope, that's still 2 wounds though. That's -2, but you've played down with contempt, yeah?
Yep, I have.
So it's 2
Minus
saves at 4+.
2 4-ups.
Yes, that's 3 damage.
3 damage. I might as well use my last CP. Why not? Because I want to keep them alive to re-roll that
Can't
save.
you just done it with wound?
I
You've just
have
used
just
the
done it to runes, so that's 1 dead. Oh, I'll do my
You've
shrugs. Oh, it winked at us again.
Now
Beast
he's-
chopper.
Beast Chopper, 6 attacks. So he's hit with 5. He's strength 6 or 3s.
Yep.
Ooh, not very good.
3, that's minus.
No minus.
So 3 ups.
That's
What's the damage?
2 each.
2 each, so 3 went through. So the first 2, 1 dead. Second one, so 1 on 2 wounds. So end of my turn. It's Q no man's land. I'm just going to get rid of. I want the CP, so that'll put me on 2. Try and defend myself in Richard's turn. No prisoners. I'm going to keep hold of. If I can like fight on death or just do something to kill his models, his units, then happy days. So on to Richard's turn 5. So Richard's turn 5, the Orks' final push. No prisoners. Engage on all fronts. Richard, what have you done, my friend?
Mega Knob has hopped down. Gazgo's too fat to hop down, he's got enough movement.
Just chilling up there, yeah?
He's just going to hope for a decent charge and he's just going to leap off the corner, pro wrestling style, and elbow drop that. Red Knot. Beast Boss is still in combat with the Sword Brethren, but
Yep.
he's got some backup. So I've moved out the Orks out of the ruin.
Yep.
Played the stratagem, here we go, so they're going to get +2 inch to the charge.
Yep.
Hopefully save the day and save me Beast Boss.
Charge into these,
Well,
yeah.
save the squig really, no one cares about Beast Boss.
Yeah,
So
looking good, mate.
phase now, mate.
In Richard got these past morale, so he got the 8 points for holding them 2 and 8 points for killing more, so he's running away with the points, so it really is the Templars' last stand. So shooting, nothing happened. Charging, everything got in, so
Off the top rope.
he's got a 5, just got in with these Sword Brethren, and Gaz is just got in with the Redemptor. So now it's where you want to fight first, Richard.
I think it's got to be Gaz.
Yeah, he needs to do something with this game, doesn't he?
I know you can interrupt over there, and then if you win, if you kill everyone,
Which won't happen, but
if you kill everyone, you could run and get this objective at the end of the game.
we'll put it this way,
So
Rich.
what?
If I kill all of your stuff right now by some sort of miracle, I think you've definitely still won.
So we want to see Gaz attack.
That is what we want to see.
Gaz go attacks.
Cool. Right, so the combat we've been waiting for. Big man, let's do it.
So Gazgul's got 6 attacks. He hits on a 2+, wounds on a 3+. He also has exploding hits on a 6 and lethal hits on a 6.
Yep.
He's some boy. So he's missed twice. He got an extra hit for that 6 and a wound from it.
An automatic
so there's an
wound.
automatic
Cool,
wound.
yep.
So roll these again. These are wounded on a 3+. So that's 3. So 4 in total at -3.
-3, so it's 5 ups. 4 5 ups on the Redemptor.
That is 8 damage, so minus 1 damage, so 6 damage off your Redemptor.
So 6 up shrugs. Kept winking at me, but 1, so he takes 5, yeah?
Yep, so he's down to 3.
Cool. So Mega Knob, Power Claw. Let's go.
Yep, he's got explodey hits, lethal hits, +1 to hit, all the jazz.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
So he got a lethal hit and an extra hit.
Yep.
And he is strength. He's strength 9, so your toughness is 10, so 5
5
and 6
sixes.
to wound. Oh, so it's just 1 save, mate. That's -2.
-2. 4 up. He saves
Yeah,
it.
saves it. Yeah, well done. So last but not least, well, it's definitely least. That's first fact. Makari. He's got
Yep.
1 attack, which he caused a lethal hit with. So
So 2 up.
Oh.
So I've had to interrupt. I'm going to try and drag down this beast boss. All 4, the Free Sword Brethren and the Marshal are all going into the beast boss. He doesn't have -1 to wound on now, so it might be a little bit easier. So first off, Thunderhammer. Also, I've realised that the Power Fist would have been hitting on freeze. Not like it makes a difference, but just for anyone in the comments who might think I've missed that, I've now caught it even though it's too late. Hit on 4s, Thunderhammer. 2 hits. Wounding on 5 and 6s. 1 wound, 5 up, Invulnsir.
Yeah, failed it. It's
3 damage.
Okay. Yeah, it's alive on a wound.
Live on a wound. Lightning Claw. 3 hits. 6s to wound. Rerolling. Being a Lightning Claw. So 1 at -2.
Made it.
Makes it. The Castellan. Hit on 2s. So that. Wounds and wounding on 6s. Yep, so 1 more.
Made it.
Makes it, so it's all down to the Marshal. Come on, Marshal, you can do it. You can do it. So that wounds, that misses. And then these 4 are on 6s.
No, 5s.
So it's
5s.
5s, thank God. So 2 5 up saves you got there, mate.
Make 1 filled 1.
Makes 1 filled 1. Then it's
that
just
damage 3?
Damage 3.
Oh, I need to make 3 4 ups.
He makes 3 4 ups.
Nope.
And he gets in.
And does he pop? No, he doesn't pop.
Thank the Lord. So end of the combat. Gaza in his unit brought this Redemptor down to 3 wounds. He attacked back. He managed to kill the Mega Knob, and Makari tanked the other 4 wounds, but the last one got him. These knobs, weirdly enough, didn't manage to kill this unit. So that's an ongoing fight still. Going on to my turn 5. Richard has kept no prisoners, because obviously you can still score them in my turn. And you got rid of engaging all fronts just for CP, just from defensive CPs. So on to my turn 5, my last chance to do some damage. Beginning of my turn, no prisoners. I've killed 1 unit already for 2 VP. I'm just going to keep holding, try and get another 2 VP for killing either Gaz or that unit of knobs. Gauge all fronts, won't happen. So basically, it's just the fights in the middle, just killing each other, basically. So onto the shooting phase. So I did some shooting just into combat. He shot the pistols, did nothing. He shot his all his weapons into Gaza with a -1 to hit, and you put Ardis nails in him, so it was -1 to wound. I managed to get him down to 3 wounds.
Stupid devastating wound.
So combat, starting with Richard, and you've picked Gaza.
Gazgul's going to go. I've played my last CP for Unbridled Carnage. Gazgul's angry.
I might as well use my 1 CP for Fight on Death.
Alright, yeah.
On a 3, anyway.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh dear. So Unbridled Carnage going to be an extra hit. They all wounded, thank God for
Nice. So that's 4 minus
-3.
-3, so it'll be 5 ups. What's the damage?
It'll be to you, it'll be 6 damage.
So 6, 4, 5, 6. So basically, I need to get
Roll 4 6.
4 6s. No.
Do you explode?
Can you explode if you? I'm guessing you implode.
So now you roll to see if you fight on death.
It's on a 3. I do. So it'll be 5 attacks, and I drag Gaza down with me. Hitting on 4s.
You want it on 3s.
Hitting on.
Remember when he was a Mauler Fiend?
That is true, yeah. Re-rolling for...
Didn't matter anyway, did it?
Didn't matter anyway. And then wounding on 2s, toughness 6. Can't believe Gaz is toughness 6. Yep, only 2. So you're 4 invuns.
2 4 invuns, I need to make them both, don't I? You're damage free?
Yep.
Yes!
I like it. Next combat.
Last fight.
The last fight of the game. The Sword Brethren want to kill these knobs. So start off with the Castellan. Misses 3 hits. I've put the strat on them, the free strat I get every battle round to do the 6's auto wound. Nope. Nothing for the Castellan. The Thunderhammer, because of the -1 to wounds. The Thunderhammer fluffs, leaves it with the Marshal. Them 2 automatically wound, but them 2 miss. And then he's wounding on strength 6, so 4s. Oh. So they're just go automatic straight through.
Is he -3?
He's -3.
With his... Kills 2 Orc knobs, yeah?
Yep, 2 Orc knobs, just your attack. Back. Orc knobs, hit him back, Power Claw.
Final Orc knob. Oh, he hits with all his attacks.
He is loving it.
He wounded with 2 of them, that's -2.
-2, so that is 5 ups. Oh, they are just crumbling. Yeah. Now the Dreadnought's gone.
4 damage on you. You injured dude first.
First guy.
Yep.
He is dead. Second guy, the Castellan. He's on 1 wound remaining.
Yep. So the War Boss. Oh my god, he hit 6 times with 4 attacks.
This is not good. This is not
Comes
good.
on a 2. That's 4 -2.
4 -2. So that'd be... I'll do this one at a time. So 5 up. Saves it. 5 up. Nope. So what's the damage on that? 2?
2, yeah.
So yep, he fills. So I've got 2 more saves. This will be on the Marshal. 4 up. Nope. So
his other save.
I'll just quickly do them now.
Yes, he took 2 wounds from that, and then his last save.
Last save, 4 up. Yeah, so he's took 2 wounds.
Well, I'm not done yet.
Oh, come on, don't do this
2
to
attacks from the Squig, which both hit. One of them wounded. Get him, get him. I did get him as well.
Yeah, I think you did get him. I'll see if he ignores it. Right, end of my turn and end of the game. No prisoners. I managed to get 2 points for that. And engaged on all fronts, obviously, I couldn't get. Richard got 4 points for no prisoners because Gazgul killed the Redemptor. We'll get back to you on the end of the game roundup. So there we have it. What a game. What a game. It was an absolute bloodbath, just as we knew it would be.
Who would have thought if Black Templars and Orc Goths turned into a bloodbath of melee?
Yeah, it was, honestly, it's sort of went how we both expected it to. Full of big bloodshed in the middle, trying to fight over their middle objectives. But yeah, I mean, I just couldn't. I was sort of pinned all game because I like Orcs do, they come in waves, so you get hit the first time on the one, then you start clearing them up, and then there's the second wave that comes with like the
I
beast
think
boss.
you were nervous about the beast boss and Gazgul, weren't you?
I just couldn't cut through them. They're just so tough. So I had to sort of make waves myself with my own units, but mine weren't strong as yours, basically.
Yeah, well, my plan worked, didn't it? At the beginning, when I was showing off the army, I said, I've tried to make a tough unit of Orc Knobs, another tough unit of Orc Knobs, and then Gazgul's tough. And it worked, didn't it?
Yeah.
They were all really tough, and it took forever to chew through. Apart, you saw Brethren were fantastic, to be fair, but they couldn't do enough, could they?
No, it's. I mean, Sword Brethren are. So I'd say some of my favourite models for Templars. Really good units, but they can't deal with everything. There's certain like Terminators and that love fighting. Things like Knobs, it's a little bit harder with the 2 wounds, and there's that many models. It's a bit. They get a bit overwhelmed in. I mean, I was hoping that the Judici with a 5-up shrug might have made them last a bit longer, but that hit with the knobs and the walls.
My Death Star versus your Death Star.
Yeah.
And you put all your boosts onto yours, and I put all the boosts at point of mine, and it just worked out. It just went in my favour, didn't it?
Yeah.
You, like I say, when you're playing Orcs, you've got to fear the turn of the war Yeah. And that's what happened. You lost your unit completely because you got charged during the war.
Yeah. I mean, the war's just so strong. Even, and the thing is with 1,500 points, even move blocking you, all the stuff I move block you with, I'll lose, and then I'm stuck with.
And we were playing a mission where killing stuff scores you more points for the primary.
Yeah.
So like move blocking people and screening doesn't work because
technically
you're handing points over to
yeah.
handing points to your opponent. Go, you kill this then, right? Fine.
Yeah.
So, but then again, it worked. That mission for Orc Goths and for Black Templars is so thematic that you're scoring more points for essentially purging and bashing people in. It was just perfect for a Templar fight and in an Orc town versus Gaz.
It was kind of the revenge of Hell's Reach, but it was the Orcs that got the revenge, I guess.
Yeah. You should have brought Grimaldus with you.
I know. I need to get him built and painted up because he will be coming for revenge with Gaz. I tell you that right now.
Yeah, we'll do 2,000 points and bring Grimaldus.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, I've been looking at the new Knight's Lancer. Is it Lancer?
Oh, and paint that as a big Black Templar.
Well, there's a house that sort of fights beside Black Templar sometimes, Mortan or something called.
Right, that'd be sick.
If I painted that up, and then you get your Iron Warriors with their knight.
Oh, right, yeah.
Two knights clashing in the middle of the fields while it's all going on around them.
Sounds good to me, man.
So we've got some plans anyway, but cheers for watching. I'm wanting to get more battle reports out. I know I'm sort of aiming at one every 2 weeks at the minute. I know it's not loads, but I just want them to be good quality and good games for you guys and not just sort of rushing to get them out. But yeah, so keep your eyes peeled, there'll be plenty more to come, and like I said at the beginning, thanks so much for following us. If you like, subscribe, massively helps us, and we'll definitely be getting more out in the future. So thank you very much, and cheers Rich for playing that.
Welcome mate, great game.
See you next time.
What?